football chants. Newcastle carries a lively slant.
Hey Highland hikers, get ready for a change of scenery from our usual mountain adventures. This time, we're venturing into the heart of Newcastle, England. Yep, the city with a buzzing nightlife and that famous football team. But hold your horses, there's more to Newcastle than meets the eye. Today we're exploring Jesmond Dene, a slice of wild nature smack dab in the middle of a bustling city. OK, we've parked the car at Paddy Freeman's, which sounds like a lively Irish pub, but is actually a rather uneventful car park. Now, instead of searching for crack and pints, we're off on a mini adventure, a stroll through leafy suburbia, and suddenly, bam, the city melts away. We're greeted by a dramatic view of the Dene, a deep wooded gorge snaking its way through the urban landscape. Alright, history buffs, a little time travel for you. This glorious green gorge wasn't always a peaceful escape. Back in medieval times, Jesmond Dene was a hive of industry. Imagine the clatter of water wheels and the smell of freshly milled flour. There used to be tons of mills lining the Ousburn River. Remnants of that history still stand, like the old mill, looking a bit worse for wear, but definitely atmospheric. Of course, Jesmond Dene is all about the drama now. Cue stunning waterfalls and picturesque stone bridges that make you want to grab a sketchbook and unleash your inner romantic artist. Fun fact, turns out some of those waterfalls are Victorian additions. Someone back then decided the place needed a little more grandeur, and who can blame them? OK adventurers, time to bring out your inner child. A line of stepping stones snaking across the river, daring us to challenge our inner Indiana Jones. Well, maybe not quite that dramatic, but a bit of a balancing act is definitely required. And remember, a wet sock is a badge of honour in the world of exploring.
Jesmond Dene whispered nay, urban heart with nature's flame. Woodland whispers rustling.
Speaking of hidden treasures, check this out. We have stumbled upon this short, mysterious tunnel cut through this rock. Time to ignite our explorer's imagination. Was it a smuggler's hideout? A secret shortcut for Victorian lovers? Who knows? But it adds a delicious dash of intrigue to our adventure. Now, let's lose ourselves in the winding Woodland Wonderland. Past crisscross the Dene like some fairy tale maze, sunlight dappling through the leaves, and that lush green enveloping us in complete tranquility. This, my friends, is why you don't judge a city by its football chants and pubs alone. Alright folks, prepare for a cuteness overload. Tucked away in the corner of Jesmond Dene, we've got ourselves a proper little petting zoo. Think fluffy goats, curious alpacas with hairstyles that would put any rock star to shame, and a whole gaggle of birds and bunnies. It's the perfect spot for a dose of heartwarming animal encounters. Now remember how we talked about Jesmond Dene's industrial past? Well, turns out even the animals weren't immune to the city grind. This petting zoo was originally intended for city kids back in the 1960s to experience a bit of farm life without having to trek out to the countryside. I mean, who needs rolling fields when you've got a miniature farm right in the heart of the city? And now folks, for a true Newcastle landmark, the magnificent Armstrong Bridge. This iron beauty was designed by a dude named Lord Armstrong, a proper Victorian genius who dabbled in everything from bridges to guns. Alright, ready for a blast from the past? Looming up through the trees like a relic of another era, we have the Jesmond Dene Banqueting Hall. This grand roofless hall was once the playground of rich Victorian industrialists. Imagine lavish parties, music echoing through the gorge. Quite the contrast to picnicking families and ramblers we see today. It serves as a haunting reminder of the Dene's ever-changing history. And there you have it, Highland hikers. Jesmond Dene, proof that you don't need epic mountains for extraordinary adventures. Sometimes the best surprises lie hidden right within the urban sprawl. Now it's your turn. Get out there and explore, because you never know what patch of wilderness might be just around the corner, waiting to be discovered. Remember, The best views sometimes come after a stroll through the city.
Whole echoes of forgotten rhyme. History whispers, stories untold of bustling past and nature bold. Jesmond nature bold. Seek adventure near and far. The faraway cities hold a wild star. Jesmond nature's heart beats all around.